So, it's that time of year. That time of year where everyone pulls out a piece of paper and a pencil and they write down at least a good 10 things they want to change in the next year. And then, the next year comes and they never do that. They never do it. They just never do it. I have been one of those people who have made resolution lists, every single year for the next year, and I would never fully complete the list. I will complete a few things on the list, but not everything on the list. But that is basically what this video is going to be about. It is New Year's Eve. Well, the day that you're seeing this, it's New Year's Eve, and I have a few resolutions that I definitely want to accomplish in 2015. I wouldn't even call them resolution lists. I would like to call them goals. I have goals that I'm setting for 2015 because resolution list, I don't know. When it comes to the word resolution list, just that whole idea of it, it's like it's there, but after maybe a few weeks, you don't ever pay attention to it. So instead, I'm gonna set goals for myself for the next year, for 2015. And if you have any goals for yourself, or if you have a New Year's resolution list or whatever, then by all means leave it down in the comment section below. If it's not too personal, if it is too personal and you don't want to put it, then by all means you can leave part of it out or whatever. But be sure to leave your own resolution list down in the comment section below, or goals that you have set for 2015. And also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and all that fun stuff. But let's go ahead and go down my list. I don't really have much on this list this year because honestly, I would usually have a lot more on my list, but I've basically completed everything that I wanted to complete. So I have a new list for the next year, and this is basically what it's gonna be. So yeah. So when it comes to YouTube and growth, 2014 was definitely not a good year for me because I felt like the channel kind of sort of died over time during the year. Everyone was growing extremely fast in the summer, and I wasn't experiencing as fast growth compared to everyone else. Now, of course, that was back when I was comparing my channel to a bunch of other people's channels and all that fun stuff. I was comparing myself to other people, which I don't do that anymore and whatnot, and I think my channel is pretty great as it is. But back then I was just thinking, in 2014 my channel didn't perform as well as it could have performed. So in 2015 I just want to grow on YouTube. That's really all I want to do. I want to set a goal of 100K by the end of the year. Now, of course, that might be difficult to accomplish, but at the same time though, it's not impossible. I've seen people do it. I really want to at least get to 100K by the end of next year. Of course, with that being said, I still got to hit 40K, 50, 60, 70, all that fun stuff, and it's gonna take a while for me to do that. But at the same time, there's still summer of 2015. There's still a whole bunch of other stuff that I can end up doing that can take off, and I can just grow exponentially and whatnot. But my end goal for 2015 is 100,000 subscribers. Of course, I would love to be able to hit 50,000 as well, because 50,000 is a great goal as well. But 100K is definitely the end goal. I want to grow on YouTube. I want to grow the audience. I want to grow my support and all that stuff. I just want to engage you guys in the content and all that stuff. I want to bring out the best content for you guys, and you guys enjoy the content no matter what I put out, whether it be Pokemon or any other game that I play on the channel. Because I am definitely gonna bring other games to the channel. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. It's not gonna be one of those things where I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Pokemon, and Tuesday, Thursday is like another game. I'm gonna try to maybe make Sundays a non-Pokemon day when it comes to live streaming. Of course, right now it's probably gonna be Pokemon related because Pokemon Insurgents is a really good game, by the way. But when it comes to later on in the future, I definitely want to play other games on the channel. There's still many Kirby games that I have yet to play on the channel. There's Sonic games that I haven't played on the channel, and you guys know I play a lot of Kirby and Sonic. And then there's also Smash that I can play. So I just want to bring all those to the channel and whatnot, and just grow from there. Bring in people from different fan bases and stuff, and just we can all just grow. That's all I want to do. I just want to grow and end up hitting that 100K mark at the end of 2015. So there's that. Yeah. So you probably noticed that I've been streaming on Twitch a lot more recently, and one of my goals for 2015 was to actually get partnered on Twitch and get a subscribe button and all that fun stuff. But actually what happened was I filled out the application to get partnered on Twitch, and they said I was a good fit for a partnership on Twitch. So I mean, 2015 goal accomplished at the end of 2014. I mean, that's pretty cool, but I still want to grow on Twitch. I want to revamp Twitch and just make it, I just want to stream more, which is what I've been doing, of course, because I have the free time to do it. But I still want to stream more in 2015. I want to, bring you guys some content over on there. I want to just grow on Twitch. Maybe I'm not become like Twitch famous or anything like that, but maybe have 10,000, 15, 20,000 followers on Twitch with maybe 100 subscribers, because subscribers on Twitch do not equal subscribers on YouTube, because subscribers on Twitch means that they pay $4.99 a month to be subscribed, and that, and when you actually go the extra mile to pay to subscribe to someone, that's actually really cool. Of course, by all means, you don't have to subscribe to anyone. You can always just follow them and whatnot, but going that extra mile is really, really cool. But that's beside the point. The point is, I really just want to grow on Twitch. I want to stream more for you guys, bring you guys some more shiny hunting and stuff, maybe bring you guys some Smash on there, Pokemon TCGO. Some people were saying I should bring battles back. I don't know, it really depends if I can get back into Wi-Fi battling, because like I said, it's not my forte. I'm not really that good at it. It's just not my forte, but maybe if I jump back in, I'll end up liking it again. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I definitely want to grow on Twitch in 2015. So this is probably on everyone's list, but yeah, do better in school. And honestly, it's really just because, college kind of blows. College is like, it's not as easy as high school. You don't have like the teacher hounding you for work or anything like that. It's either you turn into work or you don't. The teacher does not care what you do. I turn in my work and all that fun stuff, but at the same time, I was just not taking classes that I was interested in. Now with this semester coming up, I'm not sure if I'm going to be interested in all the classes, which is why I try to book as many classes as possible, because when it comes to college, you have to have like 12 credit hours in order to be considered a full-time student, and then you have to be a full-time student in order to get like financial aid and stuff like that. So I overbooked to have 15 credit hours. That way, if I'm starting to slack in one class, I can drop it and still keep my 12 credit hours and relieve some stress from me and whatnot. But I just want to do better in school overall. If I decide to actually like continue and go and get like my degree and whatnot, I just want to do better, want to get better grades and stuff. With that being said, that it's either do better in school or YouTube, because I can't really juggle both, because that's gonna be really, really difficult. Not only that, but then there's Twitch on the side as well. So then it's gonna be like, I gotta dedicate my time to school. I'm not gonna be able to upload or record or stream whenever I want to, but I still want to do better in school. I'm pretty sure that's on everyone's list, because I feel like there are people out there who didn't do as well as they wanted to do, or if they did do as well as they wanted to, but they sacrificed free time for that, they might try to put something on their list like free up more time for friends and whatnot, because it kind of sucks when you don't have any free time. You're like stuck in your studies and stuff. So I feel like those people will probably have something on their list like don't work so hard in school, or work as hard in school, but like set some time for free time for friends and whatnot. But for me though, that's just I just want to do better in school overall, and yeah, that's all I really want to do, y'all. So as you guys probably know, or you probably don't know, I made a rant way back that was called Turn the Other Cheek, where basically I don't get as mad as I usually would at comments on Twitter, YouTube, or whatever. And I think I've done a good job at doing that, but I've noticed that sometimes my temper might rise a little bit and I might get annoyed a little bit, which is perfectly normal. But at the same time though, it's like I don't want to do that. I want to be able to control my temper, control myself, and not like fly off the handle whenever someone makes me mad or anything like that. But I still think I've done a pretty good job at not destroying someone's soul on Twitter, because I haven't done that in a while. Really, I really honestly haven't done that in a while. And if I've done that, I've done it to a point where I didn't really curse the person out or anything like that. I just, you know, explained my train of thought, and then from there just kind of, you know, just explain myself, and that was it. But I still want to control my temper and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much on my list as well. So yes, I don't have my driver's license. I'm 22 years old and I don't have my driver's license, and I will explain why. I never really needed my driver's license because usually I would take the bus everywhere, or I would take the bike, or I would take a bike everywhere, or I could just walk. You know, everything that I needed was within walking distance, you know, and I just never felt the need to actually get my driver's license or get a car or anything like that. You know, I'm not one of those people who go out and about around town and stuff. Usually if I need like a game or something, I can just order it and it'll be shipped to me. Basically loner status, hermit status, just, you know, loner, hermit, all that stuff. That's just essentially it. But I never saw the point of getting my driver's license. But I see like all my friends having driver's license and stuff, you know, they're driving around and you know, just having fun in cars and stuff. They have their own cars now and all that fun stuff. And I honestly just want to have my driver's license just to have it, you know. Like it kind of blows that I'm 22 years old and I don't have my driver's license. So I'm gonna try to, you know, get that maybe in 2015, not necessarily sure when, maybe summer, because that would be a really good time for me to go out and like learn how to drive and get my driver's license, which, you know, I don't think I mean, I'm pretty sure I can drive. It's just that I need to, like, you know, learn my foot and my pressure and stuff like that, because I have a lead foot, you know. Because when it comes to playing games, like playing video games, you had like the steering wheel in the video games, and you had like the little pedal and stuff. You mash the pedal because you're playing a racing game, so you try to go as fast as you can. But we can't do that in an actual car, because as soon as you floor it, you're gonna go flying, and then that's probably someone's life taken. So, you know, I gotta like, you know, work on my foot, work on the footwork, and just, you know, work on my like my, I guess, I don't even know what to really call it. I just gotta learn how to pay attention to the road. I do pay attention to the road when I'm in the passenger seat, but when I'm in the driver's seat, you gotta pay attention to a lot more. You gotta pay attention to like the cars around you. You gotta pay attention to the road. You gotta pay attention to a lot more stuff. So I'm definitely gonna, you know, try to get my driver's license in 2015. And yeah, last thing on my list is get a job. I actually want to go out and get a job. Now, of course, I don't want to go out and get a job that is something that I just absolutely don't enjoy, because, you know, when it comes to doing something that you're not enjoying, it's like there's no point in doing it if you're not enjoying it. But I just want to go out and get a job, maybe somewhere like a frozen yogurt place, or maybe even GameStop. I don't know. I've heard stories about GameStop, but I don't know. I feel like working at GameStop is not as bad as people make it out to be. But I don't know. At the same time, I mean, when multiple people say that working at GameStop was bad, then I don't know what to think. But I think it'll be really cool to work at a gaming store, at least at a gaming store, or a store that sells games, or at least work in the electronics section of a store where you can actually help out people when it comes to like picking out computers, or picking out you know, helping people like fix stuff. I don't know, just something either video game related or electronics related. I don't really care, you know. Work in the electronics section at Walmart, which probably isn't really a good section to work in, but I mean, hey, it's electronics section. Or work at Best Buy. I don't know, just work at a store. I don't know. I just want a job, get, you know, extra money. That means I'll be able to, you know, do a little bit more on YouTube, or just do a little bit more like myself, you know, in terms of buying games to Let's Play on the channel, or, you know, buying graphics, or buying Pokemon cards that I can open up on the channel for you guys and whatnot. But that's essentially it. I just want a job, because I haven't actually had an actual job yet. Literally, YouTube has been my first and only job, if you want to count YouTube as a job. I count YouTube as a job because we still have to get up every day and record, edit, and upload videos for you guys. So I mean, we're putting in work, we're doing work, we're providing, I guess we're providing more or less a service, and, you know, we're getting paid for it. So yeah, I just want to go out and actually get a job, you know, have to like actually wear a uniform into work and whatnot, you know, have co-workers and all that fun stuff, and just, you know, talk to people outside of, you know, YouTube and whatever, just talk to people outside the workplace and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's essentially what I want. I just want a job. And that is basically it for my resolution list, or the goals that I'm setting for 2015. If you have any goals that you want to place down in the comment section below, then by all means place down in the comment section below. Hope you have a happy New Year's. Hope you had a happy holidays, happy holidays. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, all that fun stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching. And this is essentially the last video of 2014 from me. And in 2015, we will start up with I think more Alpha Sapphire actually, and then there's not going to be a rant on Saturday because this is actually Saturday's rant. So instead, you'll probably get the final little bit of the Delta episode on Saturday, and then Sunday I will probably stream some more Pokemon Insurgents for you guys, just to let you guys know what's coming up on the channel and whatnot. And then Monday will probably be like the little bit that I have left in Alpha Sapphire. I'm not going to do any legendary hunting. I'm not going to do like all the extra stuff because I just kind of want to move on to another game and whatnot. But yeah, that's really about it for this video, you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a very nice day. Peace.